You have done the work, you pushed harder, you have read a lot of books, and you keep optimizing everything, and you have approached a lot of people, but you are still stuck in your results. Why? Because you are still operating from the wrong identity, and it's invisible to you. And every man who evolved, truly evolved, has gone through the same inner process, and it's called the hero's journey. Okay? And whether you realize it or not, you are right now in this process. And I was not the one who discovered this. It was Joseph Campbell. He studied his entire life moves, stories, and human transformation. To attract the right people effortlessly, you have to go to the hero's journey. And as a result of that, you'll be able to tap into a new identity. And I will show you in this video how you will be able to do it instantly. You will be able instantly to tap into this new identity after watching this video. Okay? So what is the hero's journey about? To put it very simple, it's about 3 steps. Okay, one is you are still in your old self. Okay, in the hero's journey, it's also known as the old world, right? The world in which you are right now, maybe. And then you will go into the new world. And this is known as the unknown, right? And there will be a conflict between your old self and the new self. And this is especially what a lot of people do wrong. They deal wrong in a wrong way with the old self, and this is why they never can tap into the new self. And I will explain you what you have to do to avoid these mistakes. So for me, for example, it was like that when I started this hero's journey multiple years ago. I was lonely. It was Christmas. I felt so miserable. Okay, I had multiple weeks free. I didn't know what to do. And what helped me to start this journey is just to remember, first of all, why do I want to have change, right? Why do I want what I want? So I just remembered this frustration, this anger. Okay, I became very aware of that, and this started to drive me. So you need to become your why. Become aware of your why. This is the impulse that guides you, and I will also guide you through this video. Okay, and I mean also the pain and the pleasure, and not just the logical reasons like that you want to have a lot of people or a lot of money. I mean also the emotional reasons. What are your emotional reasons? Every hero who goes through the hero's journey has something deeper that drives you, that kicks him in the ass so that he moves. Okay? And a sign that you are still your old self is you still feel socially disconnected, or you're still pushing too hard. Okay, you are trying way too hard, man, or avoiding too much. And by the way, if you want to connect with similar people who learn how to have the social success and do that by doing these inner principles, click on the link down below to join my Facebook group for free. And the next step that you have to be aware of is, okay, to be able to tap into this new identity, to really go to the hero's journey, you need to become aware of, okay, who would you be? Like your ideal version, the hero that you will be. How is he, right? How does he act, right? How does he feel about himself? How would you feel? And what kind of results do you want? What kind of results do you want? How would you feel? What kind of clothes would you wear? Right? What is this ideal version? You need to have a direction to go into this unknown world and to go to the hero's journey. And as a result, you will have this new identity, and then you will have also the results. Okay, and another thing that you can do to tap into this is simply visualizing your ideal outcome that you want to have. And I recommend you to do this every evening, since the subconscious is the most open there. Okay, and another thing that you can do is visualize also your ideal character in the morning. In the morning, also because in the evening and morning, after sleep, before sleep, the subconscious is the most open. right? So you visualize simply your ideal outcome. Where are you? How does it feel? And your ideal character traits in the morning. How's this character? Okay, what kind of character traits does he have? How does he feel? Where is he? In what kind of location? How does he deal and talk with people, right? And now we come to the most important part. This is where most people fail. So sooner or later, you will come to the most important part. And this is where you experience this inner conflict, this old self, okay, and this new self. And these two, they have a conflict within them. So you experience like a conflict. You try to change, but at the same time, it's like something is pulling you always back, right? You start somehow from the beginning again. It's like you kind of try to do a lot, but boom, you are still seeing yourself at the beginning soon again. It's like all your effort is wasted. So what happens here is your subconscious resists, okay, and it's normal. It's normal that it resists. It's not like it shouldn't be like this. It resists. What do you do if it resists? So if you put your attention on your old self, how a lot of people do, then your old self will grow. If you keep fighting this old self, it will grow stronger, because what you put attention to, this will grow more. If you keep thinking about your struggle, the struggle will grow and it will destroy you. Okay, so that means, what do? You first of all stop fighting. You instead become the observer. You become the observer, like in meditation. You start to feel this resistance in your body. It's an emotional reaction. You start to feel this resistance, okay? So that you can go to the unknown and become your new version. You feel this resistance and you don't resist it. You experience that fully. You experience it totally and fully. You emerge in the resistance. And if you want to go a level deeper, when you start to feel this emotion, ask yourself, okay, when was the first time I felt this emotion? And maybe you will remember the time as a child, when you were struggling as a child. And you start to experience that from the child's perspective. So instead of observing the child, you experience from the child's perspective. This is more intense, but you will proceed it better that way. Okay? Instead of taking a little shake, you will take everything at once. Okay? Instead of taking a little piece, you will experience everything at once. And this is great, right? It's good for a transformation. Anyway, so this is what you do, and afterwards, the next step to really become your full ideal version, this new identity, what you do is put focus on your new identity instead of the old one. So focus on the new identity. Seek confirmation why you are this new identity. And if you do it right, it starts to feel more and more naturally to you. And this is how it should be, not like a struggle, not like a fight. It starts to feel naturally, like, yeah, I am this. Okay, so you go to this unknown world, and this all leads you always to the deepest wound. And behind the deepest wound that you experience, this inner conflict between your old self and your new self, is the key for your new identity. And this is what you want if you want to go to the hero's journey. On a subconscious level, you want to experience this deepest wound. And yes, you are afraid of that, but you also need it. Because if you can face that, and this time you have the tools to really do something about it. Like I said, you just need to accept that. So you accept it, you go to this deepest wound, then you become your new version. And you also seek confirmation and put your focus on this new version. Okay? And act in alignment with that. Trust the process. Act in alignment. Ask yourself how your ideal self would act. Okay? So always do it from the perspective of the hero to your ideal self that you will be, like from the end result. Just trust the process. put your attention on your ideal self and seek confirmation. Because confirmation strengthens your identity, your beliefs. And this is how you'll become your ideal new version. It's that simple if you really do that. And as a result, you will have these results that you want, the people that you want to attract. It will all become natural. It will not be more like a struggle. This is how it was for me. I started, for example, to attract someone who was a socializer. He was really good also with women. This is how it was for me. This is how I started to attract, for example, people like a socializer who was really good with women and he could get along nearly with everyone. And if you want to attract also similar people over the world or learn more about this stuff, just join my Facebook group down below. Okay? And I see you next time.